Hi guys, it's Carol. How are ya? This is Saturday, and I'm going to just show you a couple of pictures. This is a new Dollar Tree being built right across from our little Walmart neighborhood market. It's not very far from my apartment. I'm so excited to have a Dollar Tree real close, although I shouldn't go in there because I'll spend money. This is what gas costs here right now at our little neighborhood market. And here are some pictures of my geraniums. They are all going to have blooms on them. Look at the buzz on this one. I'm not sure what color that one is. Or this one. I think that one's red, looks like. And then, don't know what color this one is either. My lavender geranium and the pink one that had hot pink accents in the center, they both rotted. So these have got to be red, and then one of them white, and one of them pink. I've got two reds. I'm going to bring them in for the winter and hope I can keep them alive. I sure hope so. Hi guys. I'm having trouble with this holder. I decided to get up with Casey and be a horrible bad influence because I wanted a donut.
Oh my gosh, that car is going about 100 miles an hour.
Wow. We're going out to a house where she's dog sitting. She just has to go let the dogs in at night, put them in their crates, and go the next morning and let them out and feed them and stuff like that. Anyway, I wanted to get out of my apartment because it's been a long night. I had one of those nights where Toby would bark. I cannot let him bark at night. And so I would get him hushed up, and then I would go back to sleep and have a weird dream. And then that would wake me up, and then have trouble going back to sleep, and then would repeat all of that. So I told Casey I'd like to ride with her. So we're going out to this house, and I thought I'd show you some more of the countryside, our scenery. The road noise in this car is so bad. I don't know if you can hear me or not. But first, a stop here because I'm bad. Here's what I got. I love chocolate-covered donuts. I've told you about this book at least 3 times. This is my favorite book I've read this year. I read it on my Kindle, on my tablet. And Casey doesn't like to read books on tablets. I probably actually read it on my phone. Sometimes I do that too. Doesn't bother me a bit. But anyway, Casey wanted to read this, so I bought a used copy. It is like brand new. In fact, I thought it was brand new. I mean, the pages, the spine hasn't even been bent where it's been read. Oh, but somebody wrote Deb on it, so I know it's a used book. Somebody gave it to somebody and they didn't read it. What a loss. They don't know what they missed. But anyway, I think with tax, it was $5.85 to order it. I rarely buy books, but if I do, I go to Amazon and search for them. And then it'll say, Andy, don't cry. It'll say paperback, $9.95 or whatever. And then you go down to used books, and there will be cheaper ones. Sometimes it'll say free shipping. Sometimes it'll say what the shipping will be. And so you have to watch and make sure adding the shipping doesn't make the book cost much as a brand new one or something. But this one I got for like $5.95. Casey will read it. I'll share it with my sister. And then after my sister reads it, I'll ask for it back in case I want to read it again. I've already read it twice, and I never read books more than once. Unless I just have totally forgotten them. Anyway, this is by Carolyn Brown. She is a very interesting lady. She, well, I'll look it up. Let me read this to you real quick. New York Times and USA Today best-selling author Carolyn Brown was born in Texas and raised in southern Oklahoma. These days, she and her husband make their home in Davis, Oklahoma, a small town of less than 3,000 people where everyone, knows what they're doing and with whom, and read the weekly newspaper to see who got caught. A plaque hangs in her office wall that says, "I know the voices are not real, but they have such great ideas." That is her motto and muse as she goes through the days with quirky characters in her head, telling their stories one by one and loving her job. She has been married almost half a century to a retired English teacher that she calls Mr. B, and he does not read her books before they are published because she can't afford a divorce. They have 3 grown children and enough grandchildren to keep them busy and young. Actually, on another site, I read that she has 25 grandchildren and 50 great-grandchildren. When Carolyn is not writing, she likes to sit in the backyard and watch the 2 tomcats protect the yard from all kinds of wicked varmints like crickets, other cats, spiders, and blue jays. She sounds like my kind of woman. I would love to live in Davis and be her friend. She wasn't published until she was 49 years old. I think she's 74 now, and she's written well over 100 books. I've read just a handful, but every single one I have read, I have loved. So if you like a good story, I suggest you look and see what books of hers you can find at your library. Or if you do Kindle, you can get them there, pretty cheap. Anyway, I hope she has a huge house. Can you just imagine Christmas with 3 kids, their spouses, 25 grandkids, their spouses, and 50 great-grandkids? I hope they all come. That would be heaven, I think. If somebody else was cooking and doing the dishes, I'm not sure. That's the kind of Christmas I'd like. I better stick in here that this is not a sponsored video, and I have never met Carolyn Brown in my life, but I sure would like to. And thinking about Christmas, for all you new subs, go up there to my playlist and go down to the entry on Christmas, and I've got some good Christmas stories there about what's happened in my life. Not too many, but I had some wonderful Christmases. Okay, I think that's about it for today. By now, it's almost time for Casey to go back out to that house and let the dogs in for the night, so I'm going to ride with her. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Oh, for those of you who have really liked my reading of the stories from A Long Way from Chicago, I'm going to read the first chapter of The Ladies' Room for you tonight. There's only a handful of you who've told me you've listened to the stories I read, and honestly, I wish I could read the whole book to you. I would, but I don't want to have anything happen to my channel because I've done something wrong by reading the whole book that doesn't belong to me. Otherwise, I'd read you the whole book. But anyway, when I get home tonight from that little trip with Casey, I'm going to read the first chapter of The Ladies' Room to you so you can see if you think you'd like it. Now, the first chapter isn't the funniest, but I swear this book gets really funny, made me laugh until my sides hurt. It's real life, up and down, Happy tears, sad tears sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to read the first chapter for you tonight. I need an honest answer. How many of you actually listen when I read anything to you? Even if I know there are a couple of you, and for you, I will continue to read even if you're only a couple, but I'd just like to have some idea. Anyway, of all the books I tell you I really like, and I'm putting on my playlist books I really like, I'll read you a little bit. Maybe that way you can tell if you want to read them. And honestly, it will not hurt my feelings if you tell me, no, I'm not going to listen to you read even a chapter. Let me know. It won't hurt my feelings. Okay, guys, this is really the end. I'm leaving. Let me know what you think about anything. Let me know what's going on in your life right now. Let me have a thumbs up if you don't mind. Oh, I have got something great to show you for tomorrow's video, so I'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye now.